hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I think this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
God, I forgot this motherfucker cannot throw.
Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time. Out on the perimeter of the field, still he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On the snap, it's Hill. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. We need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, dude. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
That's stretchy.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the victory.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it along the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass.
Do that. Ah, you got to kick that, baby.
The connection incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Batista. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage, QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. And they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Georgia looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Do that.
Picked off to stop the threat. Got to go to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
On the direct snap, it's Green. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
I seen him block.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium, after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, we're running out of time for excuses. We've now got to turn the page. We've got to show up. We've got to put a complete game together and get it done. Quarterback backs generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Dozier. Caught. At the 35, he's open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Trying to turn the corner on the left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hill. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Number 1 and number 2, and the numbers keep changing on the scoreboard, gentlemen. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over LSU. We'll circle back if anything else happens in this clash between the top 2 teams in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed block.
He's loose. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try the toss to the left.
God damn it, I had this motherfucking ass.
Headed to the end zone.
Knew exactly where he was
And he
going.
waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run.
Oh, I didn't exactly where he was going.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first. Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20.
There we go, baby.
Down Texas.
There we go.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Got room to work. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
It's fixed.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He
Go.
forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
DKR heating up and trying to make into the open
Stop.
space.
Oh.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a space, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend
Man,
when
you gotta quit that.
successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell, DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. They're playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
And third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll run the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On the direct snap, it's Green. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking downfield, it's Dozier. Throws for the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On third down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen.
There you go.
And he gets it up
Good
to
play.
the
Good
36.
play.
It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Hill. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll go to the toss. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Right back to the well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. it's at the 37.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
Oh, y'all gotta
And
block
this
his ass.
one will be stopped for no gain.
Yes.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the run, still looking.
Man,
Nowhere.
he was wide open. He was.
He got well trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls.
Shit.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey.
Switch
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking.
Oh, they block it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll immediately call timeout. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Dozier. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Creating solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. to the option. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Shakes off the defender. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eaton. Snowed under by the defense.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game?
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for space. It's Lindsey. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short quote that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
That is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team. Staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.